You are source energy. Part of you came forth. You are exploring and expanding. You got to keep up with the expansion, or at least move in the direction of the expansion. And if you don't feel good, period. Esther said at some point along the scenario, maybe we should never ask for nice things. Maybe we should just never have nice things. Then when they drop it, we'd say, no problem. It's made out of plywood. It doesn't matter. I can make another one tomorrow. And Jerry said, I don't think that's what Abraham's going for here. I don't think that the secret to a happy life is holding back on your desires. You can't. You can't. Life is going to insist that you expand. The whole universe, everything that you are about, the core of the energy that is you, the very reason that you came into this body, into this glorious contrasting experience, it all exists for the joyous, inevitable, eternal expansion. You cannot hold it back. But when you hold yourself back with contradictory thoughts to the expansion, you feel the discord, and then sometimes you say, I think I shouldn't want so much because I want things I can't figure out how to have. And that's really what we want to talk about here today, because we want you to let go of the manifestation part of it just for a little while and take emotional journeys. Most people who want more money, or who want a better relationship, or who want a better job, or who want a better car, or who want a better life, most people who want that want it with a flawed premise basis. They want it because they think, what I've got doesn't please me when I observe it, so if I could create something better, then I could observe that and I would be pleased. So give it to me, and then I'll have a pleasing response to what has been given. And we say, it doesn't work that way. You have to find the vibrational attitude in order to stop the resistance, in order to allow the manifestational receiving of what's already in your vortex. You have to find the vibration first. In other words, you have to have an emotional journey. Here is the important thing to understand about this vortex. This vortex is vibrational. And the vortex, as you stand outside of it, is not a place that you can see yet, or hear yet, or smell yet, or taste yet, or touch yet, because it has not evolved vibrationally to the point of that revelation to you. But it has something that you can feel. The key to your vortex is the way you feel. So as you think about your lover and you feel the elation of that, you are offering no resistance. As you think about the absence of your lover and you feel that discord, that means you are discordant to your vortex. Do you hear what we're getting at? In other words, the key to your vortex is the emotion. You can feel your way into your vortex. You feel your way in. You feel your way in. But if you need to see it and smell it and hear it and taste it and touch it before you allow yourself to feel better, you slow yourself way down. And that's where the word expectation comes in. If you can train yourself to positive expectation, to feeling good without needing the manifestation first, now you are the creator that you were born to be. Using the power of your mind and the glorious benefit of your emotional guidance system to figure out that relationship between the two vibrational aspects of you. Because who you are in this vortex is a huge vibrational rhythm. And who you are in your physical body is also a vibrational rhythm. And when doubt meets desire, it doesn't meet very well, and you feel disappointment. When desire meets hope, you're right on the edge of your vortex, and the vortex will take you right in and show you something that will make a believer out of you. Now, we want you to feel this vortex, and we know, talking to physical friends who are used to seeing and hearing and smelling and tasting and touching about this vortex that you can't see and hear and smell and taste and touch, we know it borders on what you want to call fairy tales, but we've seen your other books and you're good with fairy tales. In other words, anyone who's trying to explain the non-physical realm to physical beings, in other words, you want to translate everything back into physical terms, and we want to help you to understand that you are the leading edge of everything that we are. You're out here as the extension of source energy. And when you stand here outside the vortex and demand that you see the culmination of what you want, before you adjust your vibration, you are asking the impossible, because law of attraction is consistent always. Deliberate creating means you know you're expanding and you're making an effort to go with it. And when you do, life is full and fast and fun and delicious and invigorating. You feel the passion of your being flowing through you because you feel the fullness of who you are focused in you. To see the world through the eyes of Source, to live in this physical body in sync with the energy of who you are, and feel Source flowing through you, having the conversation in the elevator, having the conversation in the restaurant, having the conversation with your children or grandchildren, having a conversation with your lover. When you are in tune with the Source that is you, and you are letting the whole of you be present in this moment, that is deliberate creation, and that is the art of allowing, and that is who you were born to be, and that's what we want to talk about here today. So, now sometimes our physical friends at this point begin to vibrationally groan. You don't do it out loud, but you think, what you're thinking is, oh, there's more of that vibrational mumbo jumbo. I can't spend my vibration. I can't sleep with my vibration. In other words, I really like the manifesting in this physical world that I call my reality. But we want to lovingly remind you that everything that you know that is manifested in terms of this beautiful planet and it's spinning in its orbit in perfect proximity to other planets, everything about the biology of your bodies and of your food, everything about the water system of your planet, everything about gravity and those physics laws that you are experiencing with such grace here in this physical environment, all of that was a vibrational reality before it became a physical reality. And if it had not been thought into place vibrationally, it could not have come into the physical manifestation. So we want you to take seriously this vibrational reality that we're going to be talking about all day here today, for a number of reasons, but most important because when life causes you to ask for something, the larger part of you, far and away the largest part of you, the biggest part of you, almost the whole of you, becomes it. And when you, the very smaller part in your physical human form, don't become it too, you feel the distress of not having become what your life has caused you to expand or evolve to. In other words, when life causes you to be more prosperous and you keep beating the drum of I don't have enough money, you set up discord that is painful. And we don't just mean painful because you don't let the money come. We mean painful because you don't keep up with you. We want to bring you around to understanding, as a result of the conversation that we have here today, that there is this vibrational reality that is, and hear it, drum roll please, is present tense. In other words, when your life has caused the larger part of you to become this new and improved version, that's present tense. Present tense. Jerry and Esther have been the last couple of Decembers in Australia. And it was a little unsettling to realize that while today is Saturday in Denver, it is Sunday in Australia. What's up with that? Jerry and Esther would call their office and say, we're living your future. And it's really good. You're going to like it when you roll around to it. But as much fun as they were having with that idea of having crossed the date line, it wasn't an accurate statement at all, because now is now, isn't it? In other words, it was still now. It is still now in Australia, just like it is now right here. And we want to say to you that it is now in the non-physical where we are, just like it is now in the physical where you are. Now is now. Now is this place. No, it's not really a place. Now is this thing. Well, it's not really a thing. Now is where there is a convergence, always a convergence of the vibrational frequency of the non-physical part of you and the physical part of you. And when that convergence occurs, your emotions tell you how the party's going. If you feel frisky, oh, what a convergence. If you feel in love, what a convergence. If you feel appreciation, really good convergence. If you're ornery, not so good. If you're fearful or doubtful, if you are depressed, not so good. If you're overwhelmed, not going that well. In other words, you've got to keep up to speed with you or you're not living real time. And we want to convince you that this reality where we stand and where who you really are and all that you want is, in this vortex of creation, this vortex that has gathered all cooperative components of all that you've been asking for, this beingness of who you are, calling you constantly. And when you move in the direction of it, you feel the relief. And when you move in opposition to it, you feel the tension or the tug of war. And when you get into the vortex, you feel the reality, the now reality, the present tense reality. Just to really drive that point home to you in a way that you will never forget it, we want to say to you that this reality that you're calling reality, because it's manifested and others can sort of kind of see it, you don't share realities really. If you ever watch two eyewitness reports on the same event, you realize how different the realities are that you are experiencing because you have very different points of view even as you share similar circumstances. But this reality that you call reality, this knock on wood, manifested reality, what I'm having for breakfast reality, what money's in my bank account reality, what the doctors say my body is doing reality, that physical reality is old news. It's old news. It's past tense. Really it is. But you can't feel that. You can't know that unless you are feeling for the now reality. Now, there's always been a lag behind, a lag time of manifestation. That's a sort of buffer of time. And that's a good thing, because if you had instant manifestations, you'd be cleaning up a lot more messes than you are. But we want you to understand that if you can get the drift of what we're talking about, if you can feel the reality of this vibrational reality that we're talking about, and we know it may sound just like another religious dog and pony show. In other words, we can hear you talking to your friends afterward. Where did you go? I went to this meeting. What was it about? Well, I can't really tell you. It's sort of hard to explain. Well, tell me a little bit. Well, there's this man who calls his wife Abraham. And she stands on the stage and makes an invisible circle and calls it the vortex and tells us that everything we want is in there and that we should go in too. And we say, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Because if you can accept the reality of this vortex, if you can accept the vibrational beingness of you, and we want you to test it with your own ability to test. We want you to pay attention to the way you feel. We want you to show yourself the reality of this vibrational reality. We want you to tune yourself to it deliberately and consciously, and then we want you to watch the vivid manifestation, the matching point by point of everything that you've been asking for once you align with that vibrational vortex. We want you to show yourself the reality that you are the creator of your reality and that your life has helped you carve out an amazing reality, most of which you are denying yourself of living because you've got this physical human disease called what-is-itis. You so want to explore what is. You so want to talk about what is. You want to compare your what is with others' what is. And we want you to understand that what is isn't what is, it's what was. It's what was. It was the bouncing off place for what is, but you gotta feel for what is, and that's the part that annoys you, we know, because this physical reality is more compelling. You can see it. You can see it, you can hear it, you can smell it, you can taste it, you can touch it. Where this vibrational reality that we're crowing about all the time, you have to feel your way in. You have to feel your way in. It's where joy is. It's where love is. It's where confidence is. It's where clarity is. It's where stability is. It's where those good feelings are. It's where frisky is. But it is our promise to you, if you will feel your way in on a really regular basis until you're able to know whether you are in the vicinity or in this vortex, in alignment where you are offering one signal. In other words, the source energy, you, is offering a vibration and you are offering a vibration. And when those vibrations converge and you are offering one signal, you are powerful. You are influential. You are the creator, the deliberate creator of your physical experience. And that's what you intended when you came forward. We've enjoyed this interaction immensely. It is delicious to come together with those like you who are coming to know who you are. We really want you to know that from our vantage point, we see you here.